The Madness, created by playwright Stephen Belber, follows Muncie Daniel's journey to prove his innocence after discovering a dead body near his rental home. The series stars Coleman Domingo, known for his inspired work in films like Rustin and his Emmy-winning performance in Euphoria. Let's dive into the ending of The Madness and find out who framed Muncie Daniels. Muncie Daniels finds himself set up for the murder of Mark Simon, a prominent online figure and leader of the rogue white supremacy group called The Forge. Throughout the series, Muncie navigates a dark web of powerful figures who wish to silence him while seeking help from his family to evade the relentless fixer, Julia Jane, who was Mark Simon, aka Brother 14. Simon was a notorious white supremacist with a following of over 5 million people online. He was the leader behind the domestic terrorist group known as The Forge and was used by Revitalize to push political agendas for profit. Mark Simon was killed by Ant, a member of Profane Discord, and Don Sloss Jr., a former military serviceman hired by Revitalize. These two men attempted to kill Muncie in the woods, leading to Muncie being framed for the murder after reporting it to the local police. Who framed Muncie Daniels for Mark Simon's murder? Julia Jane, a fixer working for Rodney Krantz, hired Don and Ant to kill Mark. Muncie was framed out of convenience because he was at the wrong place at the wrong time. This was explained to Muncie during his final confrontation with Krantz. How did Muncie Daniels clear his name? Muncie finally exonerates himself by besting Julia at her own game, leading to her death. By exposing evidence found in her car and on her laptop, Muncie proves his innocence to the public. Towards the end, Muncie confronts Rodney Krantz, the man responsible for framing him. Despite the push from his son Demetrius to resort to violence, Muncie chooses the higher road and refrains from killing Krantz. Instead, Muncie informs Lucy, Mark Simon's ex-wife, about the truth, leading members of the Forge to take revenge and kill Krantz themselves. The real meaning of the madness is summed up in the final scenes. Muncie explains on CNN that the media circuit is one big circus, calling out the madness of the system. He chooses to step away from the madness and refocus his energy on what he's neglected the most, his family